We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Here he is, Tyreek Hill, back to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll... Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
Jackson up top again. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
He's into space past the 25. And he's into the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. From the gun, Jackson. That one taken in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good, with the extra point. So after 1, it's the Lions who have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A short one there to Otten. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. A tight end in motion now. Off the play fake. Mahomes. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
First down throw, Mahomes, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll be 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and a yard. Right back to the air from Mahomes. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. On the return, it's Williams. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Play action now. Jackson to the left side in the hands of Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
He's going to look deep for Tyreek.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
So on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Third and 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Third and short. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Kicking time for the Bucks. They'll punt it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Lions offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. The Lions offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A 1st down throw for Jackson. That's caught by Hill. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Jackson now. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's 3rd and 7. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Lions are in the lead. And we get you across the state to Orlando and check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, as our EA Sports halftime report. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Buccaneers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He'll find his running back, White. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, there to bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
3rd and long for Mahomes. This pressure is relentless. They get him again.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Williams in motion. 3rd and short, Jackson. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
This is the point in the game, Mike. We're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Into the hands of Brock Wright. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Williams in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes 3rd and 6. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's complete to Evans. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Play action here. Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Mahomes now out of the gun here on this offensive line. Just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
What's the play call here? 4th down and 7. Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's Evans.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
A pass pulled in by Irving. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Mahomes now to throw again. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
That's taken in. And he's going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 6. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Tampa.